All right, good people. So tonight was AEW Dynamite Fighter Fest Night 2. And I got to say, overall, I thought this event was really good. Like, no joke. Like, this show was really good. The main event was really good between Lance Archer and Moxley. We have a new IWGP US champion, just like I, technically said in the predictions, but we're not going to waste any time, man. We're going to get straight to it. We kicked off the night with Chris Jericho and Shawn Spears with the first of 5 labors of Jericho, with only Shawn Spears can use the chair and Chris Jericho cannot. I thought this was a good opener. I had really no problems with this match per se. Jericho looked good. Shawn looked good. Like, they really did a great job with this match. And obviously, the AEW crowd loved it because you can tell how hyped they were for the match. So, this was a good match, man. Jericho gets the win like I predicted. Now, post-match, we saw MJF. He gets on the mic and he tells Jericho he passed the first test, mostly because he got help from Sammy. But next week, he will have a no DQ match against the one, the only Nick Gage. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Nick Gage will be making his AEW debut. And speaking of Nick Gage, he will also, I believe this Saturday, he will be wrestling Matt Cardona for the GCW championship. So that should be something for all you GCW fans out there. But yeah, man, Nick Gage will take on Chris Jericho next week. So that's going to be something interesting to see. Obviously, Nick Gage is a crazy dude, and we all know how Jericho can be. So this is shaping up to be something good, honestly. The whole next week for Fight for the Fallen is set to be stacked, in my opinion. So the next thing we get, Frankie Kazarian, the Elite Hunter versus Doc Gallows. By the way, I'm so glad that Tony Khan was able to get Impact to let the Good Brothers bring back their theme song from Impact. I actually like their theme song. Not a huge fan of the Super Elite theme song, whatever they got in them. I don't know, but I actually like the Devil in Your Six theme song from Impact. So, yeah, man, I mean, it was a solid match. Both men getting their shots in and stuff. But in the end, Doc Gallows gets the win here. And the Kenny Omega comes out, and they're about to beat up on Frankie and stuff, and just calling him how he isn't the elite hunter, like he is the elite hunted. And a lot of people weren't too happy with Frankie Kazarian winning. I believe that this is Frankie's way of actually he's gonna be like not kicked out of AEW, but I heard that he's gonna be on Impact, because I did look at the spoilers. I know I'm crazy, but I couldn't help myself. But yeah, so I guess this is his way of riding him off AEW for a little bit. But we get Hangman Page coming out. He's trying to fight, but he's getting outnumbered. And then we see the Dark Order come out. They're helping out. And yeah, they get their shots in, and pretty cool. So next we get Willa Yuta versus Darby Allin. I mean, I thought this is okay. We did see Hukulo, I think that's how you pronounce it. Hukulio, I believe. Sorry if I mispronounced his name there. He is actually the son of Haku, and he is the brother of Tama Tonga and Tangaloa, but he is also a part of the Bullet Club. And he actually will challenge the winner, which was Lance Archer, for the IWGP Championship next week. So that should be something. Now, overall, I thought this match was solid. Yuta, I'm going to be honest, I don't know who he is. I don't. Sorry, fans who do know who he is, but I don't know who he is, so I can't really give a whole opinion on Yuta. But he looked okay tonight. I love Darby Allin. I think Darby Allin is, well, we all know how good Darby Allin is. I shouldn't praise him, but I have to because he's that damn good. But, yeah, man, solid match, and good thing for Darby, taping up his ribs. And interesting spot between Cassidy and Sting, the little crossover that I never thought we would see, but I guess here it is now. It's a interesting crossover, but it was for what it was worth. So next we got the AEW Women's World Title, Britt Baker versus Nyla Rose. All right, so honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. The ending, like when it got towards the end, it was good. But overall, I thought this matchup was not that good, honestly. It wasn't. I think one of the big problems I have with Britt, like, she's good, but there are times where she could be sloppy. And, this was one of those times where I just felt like the two women just didn't have that good in-ring chemistry. Even a lot of people were saying what was going on with Nyla tonight. Like this whole feud, this whole thing was a mess. So hopefully this is the end of the Britt Baker and Nyla Rose feud. I hope, because it was just all over the place. So, man, we get Andrade coming out, and he announces his new assistant, and it's the one, the only, his new executive consult, Chavo Guerrero. Chavo Guerrero is back, ladies and gentlemen, in wrestling. Well, he's always been there, but he's back in a professional wrestling ring. He's in AEW. Good to see Chavo Guerrero back, man. This is cool, man. And then we see Death Triangle come out. And, yeah, man, they have their little segment there, and it looks like they're about to fight, but the refs come in. I don't know about you guys, but I think that with the little feud with Death Triangle, I think this is going to lead to Andrade bringing his little best friends from LIJ, that other popular stable in New Japan. So I think that's what that's leading to, honestly. Or it could lead to Penta turning heel. Who knows? We have to see what happens. So the next match we get The Blade versus Orange Cassidy. I thought this matchup was great. Honestly, it was great. Orange Cassidy gets the win here. I honestly don't know what they're going to do with Orange Cassidy next. I don't know. But, yeah, for the most part, I thought it was great. Yeah. So after that, man, Chris Jericho reveals he's bringing back the Painmaker. So that's going to be dope. I actually like the Painmaker gimmick in New Japan. I thought that was a good gimmick for him. So to see him bring it back is going to be dope against Nick Gage. Tony Khan is going to be making a new live event announcement, mostly regarding the show in New York. Speaking of that, because obviously people have been talking about CM Punk, I should say this here. There have been reports that Bryan Danielson is already locked in. He's already signed with AEW. And apparently he might be making his debut at that New York show. So I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, Tony Khan has been saying that New York show is what like their biggest show of the year. So yeah. So like I said, man, we're getting more matches ready for the next week, including in about 2 weeks, we're going to be getting for AEW Dynamite Homecoming, Cody Rhodes versus Malachi Black. That's going to be dope. I hope Malachi Black squashes Cody. Well, it's going to be a great match, but still, it's going to be Cody's send-off, because I think Cody, with that Go Big show that he does with Snoop Dogg and the other crew, I think they're going to start season 2 in a little bit. So this is going to be way of Cody's getting riding off, similar to what Brody did. So we get the main event. Jon Moxley versus Lance Archer, Texas Death Match. This was great. I loved how they didn't start in the ring. They just went at it toe-to-toe, bell-to-bell. Great for Lance to get the win. Great for Lance to get the win. I stated it in the predictions that, Lance had to win, honestly. So Mox had a good reign, but it's time for Lance to get the strap. So good for them, even though he's probably going to drop it to the other dude next week. But it is what it is. This is a feel-good moment for him winning in his hometown. So anyways, guys, that's been my AEW Fyter Fest Night 2 review. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will be back tomorrow with my AEW Fight for the Fallen prediction, so be on the lookout for that. This has been the Kid DC Wrestling, and so, yeah.